In this video, we are going to learn about relationship queries in SOQL, which allows us to fetch data from related objects in Salesforce. As a Salesforce developer, you should try to reduce the number of SOQL queries that you perform in an Apex class as much as possible in order to improve the code performance. Relationship queries plays a vital role in this. There are two ways in which we can fetch data from related objects. Number 1. Fetch the data from the parent objects. Using this way, we can fetch the data from related objects up to 5 levels high in the hierarchy. The second way is to fetch the data from the children objects. In a query, we can fetch data from only one level deep in the hierarchy. Let's take an example of accounts and contacts. Contact is a child object of account. So whenever we perform a query on contact, we can fetch data from account objects fields as well. Moreover, we can fetch the data from user object as well, which is a parent object of account, as we have a lookup field on account object that refers to the user object. Let's try this out in developer console. If you look at the query carefully, we have used fields like account.name, then account.owner.name. These are the relationship fields that we have used. So if we want to fetch the data from account's name field, we need to specify the relationship field name followed by a dot and then followed by the field API name. The next field that we are referring to is the name field of the user object. How we are reaching to that field is by specifying the relationship names. So the first relationship name is the account, which is the field on the contact. Then we are referring to the owner relationship field. Now owner relationship field is on the account, and then after that, by specifying the dot name, we are specifying the field on the user object. This is how the SOQL query evaluates the relationships. First, it will go to the account, then it will go to the owner, which is the user, and then from the user it will fetch the name from that record. Let's take an example of the same set of objects, that is accounts and contacts. In the previous example, we wrote a query on contacts, but now we will write the query on the account object, and we will fetch the related contact records for each of those resultant accounts. Now, if you look at this query carefully, you can see that there is an embedded query after the name field on the account. This is how we write queries to fetch the data from the child objects. Let's extend this example to query records from another child object. If you observe this query carefully, inside this we have written two select statements, which are two separate queries. The first one is on the contact and the second one is on the opportunity. Now, if you observe the inner queries carefully, you will notice that we are not using the object names as it is. For example, in the first query, we are writing from contacts. We are not writing contact. And in the second query, we are writing opportunities. We are not writing opportunity. Why? So, whenever we write the internal queries like this, we need to specify the relationship names. Now, how can we find these relationship names? Because this is something that we know by experience, but if you have created any custom object or if you are working on a standard object which is not common, in that case you might not know the relationship name. So how to get that relationship name? Let me tell you. Once you log in to the Salesforce instance, you need to go to the setup. If you're not able to see the setup, you need to click on this wrench icon and click on the setup. Once you are in the setup, you need to click on the object manager, and in the quick find box you need to type in the contact. Then you click on that option and click on fields and relationships. There in the quick find box you need to type account. It will show you the account relationship field. If you click on it, it will show you the details of that field. In the details, you need to check the child relationship name, which is contacts. Similarly, you can find the relationship name for the opportunities.
If you like this video, please do like and share. If you want to receive more of such informative content, please hit the subscribe button. If you want us to make content related to any Salesforce or Salesforce related topic, please do let us know through comments.